Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Technical Solution. This is the first lecture of digital electronics and this lecture contains the basic of logic gates. So before starting logic gate, let us have a look on basic theorem, and the first theorem is De Morgan's theorem. And in De Morgan's theorem, A plus B whole complement is equal to A complement B complement. In form of logic gates, this A plus B whole complement is given by NOR gate, that is represented by this symbol. This is input A and this is B and this is A plus B whole complement. Whereas this A complement B complement is given by bubbled AND gate, that is this. Okay. This OR gate do basically addition, whereas this AND gate do multiplication of the input. Okay, and this is A complement B complement. Whereas the second De Morgan's theorem is given as A B whole complement is equal to A complement plus B complement. In form of logic gates, this is represented by NAND gate, that is given by this symbol. Okay, this is A and this is B. This is AB complement. Whereas this A complement B complement is given by bubbled OR gate, that is like this. Bubbled OR gate. This is A and this is B. This is A complement plus B complement. Okay, and the second theorem is distribution theorem, which is given by A plus BC equal to A plus B and A plus C. If we solve this right hand side, then we get this left hand side. Okay, solve this. A plus C plus B A plus C. We get A multiplied by A, we get A multiplied by C, we get AC, whereas B multiplied by A, we get AB, and B multiplied by C, we get BC. Okay, take A common from these three terms, then we get A in bracket 1 plus C plus B plus BC. Okay, or 1 plus C plus B is given by 1 and 1 multiplied into A is given by A plus BC. Okay, proved. And the third theorem is consensus theorem. Consensus theorem. This theorem is given by A B plus A complement C plus BC equal to AB plus A complement C. That means if we have a normal A and its complemented form of A complement, and with this we have associated B, and with this we have associated C, and this B and this C is present here. Okay, then this B and C is eliminated. Okay, we get reduced form as AB plus A complement C. Let us have another example, that is BD plus B complement C plus CD. Then here we have B as a normal and its complemented form B complement, and this C and D is present here. Okay, then this C and D is eliminated and we get reduced form as BD plus B complement C. This is known as consensus theorem. Let us start with first basic gate, that is NOT gate. This is also known as inverter. That means if you have an input A, then its output is given by A bar. Okay, and the symbol of inverter is given by this. Here is a bubble. This is A and this is A bar. Okay. If we form a truth table, then we get this is A and this is output Y. Okay. If we get input as a 0, then it will become 1. If we get input as a 1, then we get output as a 0. Okay. If you have a cascaded of inverter, let us have a cascading of inverter. If you give 0 here, then here it will invert the input and we get 1 as the output. Again, if this input is passed by this inverter, then we get as the output 0. Okay. But if we connected this output with this input as a feedback path, this is input and this is output. Okay. Then again this 0 present here, again we get 1 as a output here and 0 at a output here. Okay, if you connect this feedback path in this manner, and if you change this input as a 1, then we get as a output here 0 and we get as a output here 1. Okay, that means it is in stable state. Okay, we get again output here, no output change. That means this circuit, if we get 0, then we get output as a 0. If there is even number of inverter, if we get 1, then we get 1 as the output. Therefore, this circuit is known as bistable circuit. Bistable, because it has two stable states. One is 0 and other is 1. What we have if there are odd number of inverter, okay, that is 1 inverter, this is second inverter and that is third inverter. Okay, and this output is connected with input as a feedback. Let us suppose the input is 0, then we get output as a 1 here, and the output of second inverter is 0. Again the output of third inverter is 1. Okay, and this output is again going to input as a 1, this becomes again 0 and this again becomes 1 and this again becomes 0. Okay, if this is connected to again input, then this becomes this. Okay, that means if there are odd number of inverters like this, then we get change in the output. If we get 0, we get 1. If we get 1, if we apply 1, we get 0. Okay. Suppose this inverter has a propagation delay TPD. Okay. Propagation delay means if we apply 0, then we get 1 after this delay. Okay. This inverter has very low propagation delay in term of picosecond or nanosecond. Okay. And this is again as a propagation delay TPD. And this is again as a propagation delay TPD. All has a same propagation delay TPD, TPD, TPD. Okay. There are 3 inverters. Therefore, the total propagation delay is 3 PD. If we apply 0, then we get output as 1 after 3 PD. Okay. If we apply as 0, then we get output as 1 after 3 PD. We get 1 here. Then this one comes here. If we apply 1 as an input, then we get 0 after 3 PD. Okay. This is the duration of 3 PD. Then if we apply 0 again here, we get 1 after 3 PD. Then the time cycle is given like this: 3 PD, 3 PD. Okay. Then what is the time period of this inverter? As you know that time period is defined as the time taken by the waveform to cover one complete cycle. Therefore, the time period of this is given as it starts from here and it's end from here. Again, it starts from here and it's end from here. Okay, that is the time period. Then total time period of this circuit is 6 TPD. Okay, that means if we have 3 inverter in feedback manner like this, then we get time period as a 6 TPD. Okay, if we have n inverter, number of inverter is n, then we get time period as twice of n TPD. Okay, and we know that the relation between frequency and time period is f equal to 1 upon t. And this circuit is known as square wave generator. Square wave generator or ring oscillator. Okay, let us have a question on this. The question is like this: in a ring oscillator, five inverter is present, and propagation delay of each inverter is 100 picosecond. Find the frequency of operation. Find the frequency of operation. Okay. As you see that the time period is given by twice of n TPD. Okay, where TPD is propagation delay of inverter and n is number of inverter. Okay, so here number of inverter is given as 5 and TPD propagation delay is given as 100 picosecond, that is 100 into 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, we get time period as a 10 into this is 1000 and this is 10 to the power minus 12, and then we get 10 to the power minus 9. and we know that frequency equal to 1 by t, whereas 1 upon 10 to the power minus 9, or we get 10 to the power 9 hertz or 1 gigahertz. We get frequency of operation is 1 gigahertz. Okay. Next basic gate is AND gate. The symbol of AND gate is given by this. This is A and this is B, and we get AB. To table of this AND gate is given by this is input A, B, and this is output Y. Okay, this is Y. With two input, there are 2 to the power n possible combination of input is possible. Okay, that is, we get 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, and 1 1. In AND gate, if any one of the input is 0, then we get output as a 0. Okay, and here is also 0, and here is also 0. If all the input of AND gate is 1, then only we get output as a 1. Okay, so if we solve using K-map, then we get output as a, this is Y, this is A, this is B. Okay, this is A bar and this is A, this is B bar and this is B. Okay, so here at A and B we get as a output 1, at A and B we get output as a 1, otherwise all are 0. Then we get output as a Y equal to AB. This is all about AND gate. Next basic gate is NAND gate. If we put a bubble here in AND gate, then this will become a NAND gate. Okay, and this output becomes AB whole complement. That means negation of the output of the AND gate. Okay, this is the output for AND gate, and the output of NAND gate is Y bar. Okay, that means this 0 becomes 1, this 0 becomes 1, this is 1, and this is 0. That means for NAND gate, if any one of the input is 0, then we get 1 as a output. If all the input is 1, then we get 0 as a output. Okay, this is NAND. So this is NAND. NAND gate. Okay, this is all about NAND gate. And the next basic gate is NOR gate. That means if you put a bubble here, okay, then it will become a NOR gate. That is AB, and this is A plus B whole bar. This bubble is the representation of an inverter. Okay, this can also be given like this. Okay, this is a OR gate, and if you put a inverter here, then it will also become NOR gate. Y equal to A plus B whole bar. Okay, this inverter is replaced by this bubble. And the truth table of NOR gate is given by this is input A, B, and this is Y. If we take 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1, because with two input the total possible combination is 4, and we get output as a 1. This is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. That means if all the input is 0, then only we get output as a 1. Okay, and the next gate is XOR gate. And the symbol of XOR gate is given by this. That is input A, B, and output is A XOR B. This A XOR B is also written as a bar b plus a b bar, or it can be also given as a plus b into a bar plus b bar. If we expand this inequality, then we get a bar b plus a b bar. Okay. And the truth table of XOR gate is given as, here is input A and B, truth table is Y, the output is Y, and input is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. This XOR gate is also known as odd number of ones detector. If there are odd number of ones in the input, then output becomes 1. Okay, here 1 and here 1. Here it is 0 and 0. Okay, or it is also known as inequality detector. Inequality detector. Okay, or it is also known as odd number of ones, detector. And its output is given by K-map, that is this. This is A and this is B. This represent 0 1 0 1, and at 0 1 it becomes 1, and at 1 0 it becomes 1. Therefore, by solving this output Y, this becomes A B bar, and for this A bar B. Okay. And the next basic gate is XNOR gate. Okay. So here we modify in this, that is XNOR. If we put a bubble here, then it becomes a XNOR gate. And here it's represented by this A XNOR B, and this is given by, this is also given as AB plus A bar B bar, or this can also be given as A plus B bar into A bar plus B. If you solve this inequality, then we get AB plus A bar B bar. Okay, and the output of truth table is this inversion of XOR gate, that is, this is for XOR and this is for XNOR. Okay, this is also known as equality detector. Okay, equality detector. Equality detector. Okay, that means if there are same number of input, okay, here it is 0 0, then it will becomes 1. If there are difference in the input, then we get 0. Okay, as we read, XOR is inequality detector and also known as odd number of ones detector. Whereas XNOR has dual nature. That means it will behave as a even number of ones detector if input is in even number. That means input is combination of 2, 4, 6, then it will behave as a even number of ones detector, or it will behave as a odd number of ones detector odd number of ones detector if input is in odd number. Okay, then for odd number of inputs, okay, XOR and XNOR is behaves as a odd number of ones detector. That means it can be understood by this: if A XOR B equal to A XNOR B whole complement, okay, for even number of input, because 2 input is here and 2 input is here. For odd number of input, that is A XOR B XOR C is equal to A XNOR B XNOR C. Okay, for odd number of input, the XOR and XNOR both are equal. And the proof of this, we can also prove this like in this manner, that is A XOR B XOR C XOR C is equal to A XNOR B XNOR C. Okay, so let us take this right hand side, and from this right hand side we obtain this left hand side. Okay, then A XNOR B, we can also understand this: A XNOR B is written as A B plus A bar B bar. Okay, that means this is A B XNOR C, AB plus A bar, and this is B bar. Okay, and this B XNOR C is given by, because it is 2 input, then it can be complement of B XOR C. It is given by A B XOR C. Okay, it is complemented, and this is A complement, and this B XNOR C complement is given by B XOR C. Okay, then we can also write as this is in the form of A B bar plus A bar B. Okay, so we can write is A XOR B XOR C. In this logic gate, NAND and NOR is known as universal gate. Why it is known as universal gate? Because with the help of NAND and NOR, we can realize any gate, that is NOT gate, AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate. Any gate we can realize with the help of NAND and NOR gate. That's why it is known as universal gate. So realize all the gate using NAND gate. Then first realize NOT gate using NAND gate. Okay, this is NAND gate, and if this input is same, that is this is A. Okay, that means this is A and this is also A, and here we get A dot A bar or A bar. Okay, and as we also get in the NOT gate, that is Y equal to A bar. Design AND gate. For AND gate, we have cascade of 2 NAND gate in this manner, that is this is AB, and this output becomes A B bar, and the output of this to obtain AND gate, output should be AB So apply again to NAND gate. We get AB. Okay, this is AND gate. Next gate is OR gate. Design OR gate using NAND gate. Then make a NAND gate here. This is A and we get A bar. Okay, and this is NAND gate. We get input is B, we get output as a B bar, and if we this pass through a NAND gate, okay, then we get A bar into B bar, A bar into B bar का whole complement. Okay, and this can be given as a by De Morgan's theorem A complement plus B complement. As this complement is already present, then double complement, and this can be given as A plus B. This is the realization of OR gate with the help of NAND gate. Okay, realize XOR gate using NAND gate. As you know that the output of XOR gate is given by A XOR B, which can also be written as A bar B plus AB bar, or it can also be written as A plus B in bracket A bar plus B bar. Okay, if this A bar plus B bar is represented by P, then we get AP plus BP. Okay, for realization of XOR gate, we convert the output equation of A XOR B into this AP plus BP. So this is very simple to design using NAND gate, and this can be designed by, this is AP, that is this can be designed by AND gate. This is AP, and the output is AP, and this is BP, this is P, this is BP. Okay, this is BP, and for OR we have to take OR gate like this. We get as a AP plus BP. To make this gate, to convert this gate into NAND gate, put bubble here. This bubble and this bubble. This bubble is cancelled out by this bubble. Okay, so no effect on this circuitry. Likewise, we can put this bubble on this bubble. So this bubble is cancelled out by this bubble. So no effect on the circuitry. And according to De Morgan's theorem, this bubbled OR gate is also known as NAND gate. Okay, as we see in the starting. So this can be replaced by NAND gate. And here P is given by A bar plus B bar. Okay, and this A bar plus B bar, according to De Morgan's theorem, we can also write as AB whole complement. That means this can also be given as a NAND gate. So this P, connect this P by this. This is A and this is B. This P is connected like this. In this way, with the help of this 4 NAND gate, we realize the XOR gate. Okay, and this AP plus BP is also written as A XOR P. Again, and the next gate is XNOR gate. So XNOR gate is the complement of XOR gate. So complement this output and we get XNOR gate, that is A XNOR B. So with the help of NAND gate, we can design XOR gate. Okay, XOR gate and XNOR gate. XOR gate requires 4 NAND gate, whereas likewise, we can also realize all the gate with the help of NOR gate. Let us take example of XOR gate. This is the question. Likewise, there are 20 XOR gate in cascade. Okay, and this input is X, and this all connected to this X. Okay, what is the output? Okay, and this is a cascading of 20 XOR gate. Okay, then we get output after this 20 XOR gate. As we know that XOR is the odd number of ones detector. Okay, that means if we represent in form of boolean, then we get that is X XOR X equal to 0. That means if there are similar input, then we get output as a 0. If there are different input, that means X XOR X equal to 1. That means if this X equal to 0, that means 0 XOR 0, we get 0. Okay, and 0 XOR X complement is 1, we get 1. As we know that XOR is the odd number of ones detector. That means if input has a odd number of ones, then its output becomes 1. Okay, we can also transfer this output to one of its input. Then this will be convert into X XOR 0 equal to X, and this can also be transformed to one of its input. Then it will become X XOR 1 equal to X bar. Okay, this can also be written as a 1 XOR, if it will transform through this 1 XOR X bar equal to X. Okay, from this we can see that this X, this is X, and this is X. This X XOR X becomes 0. Okay, again this 0 and this will become also X. Okay, this 0 XOR X also becomes output is X. That means after odd number of inverter, we get output as a 0, and after even number of inverter, that is 1 and 2, this is even. After even number of inverter, we get output as a X. Then 20 XOR is also even number of XORs, so we get output as a X. So output for this circuit is X. Okay, thank you. If you enjoy this class, then please like and subscribe so that we can get all the latest video. Okay, thank you.